Are we rolling? It's way too early. Hello and welcome to Liverpool Comic Con adventure. Now I say adventure in the past tense, in the future. Wow, can we have a script? So what I'm trying to say is, I'm not taking the bigger camera with us. I'm going to take the small camera. It's sold out. Brit's got to meet a lot of people. Brits went crazy with the e-tickets. Now when it comes to the e-tickets, I have only decided to meet one person and I haven't got the e-ticket yet. I'm like, alright, it's tomorrow. Wow. Now, I'm just waiting for my parents to turn up from New Zealand, literally, like a couple of hours they're here. So literally it's a mental day. They've landed at the worst possible time, so I need to go to Liverpool, then come back just to make the most of my parents being here from all the way from New Zealand. Now, when it talks about like, I've saved a little bit of cash towards conventions, so hopefully I'll be back later on, back in the house, lights, camera, action, and this is what I bought. Because I love going to conventions like this, full of stalls. You meet people like Killian, you meet people like What If Stories, you meet people like Surreal Studios, you meet people like Jason Miller, it's just on and on and on. Loads of people I've met over the last couple of years have all been from conventions, from like HorrorCon, mainly HorrorCon I would say. Even For the Love of Horror was really cool. First time to really go to a Comic Con, the one in Newcastle, I got it right, Newcastle, not Gateshead, at the start of this year it was crazy, man. That was just unorganised chaos. So hopefully the e-tickets things will be a big thing if they come. So who did I decide to meet? Well, hopefully at this moment, right in time, before 9 o'clock has even happened this morning, I am planning to meet, once again, Ian Somerhadler. Now I say once again, so we don't know the story, about 15 years ago, or 2 days ago, in the weird world of Lonely Tree Entertainment, I got to work with Ian on the tournament. Now I say 2 days ago because I've been doing a lot of restoration of mini DV tapes. Do you remember them? These little bad boys here? Before you could just plug your computer camera into your computer and go drag drop, there we go. You had to upload this stuff in real time. I have thousands of them, and it's took me better part of 2 years, nearly coming up to 3 years now. I would say I've just taken a tape, putting it in a camera. 2 cameras have broke, right? So I'm on to my 3rd camera. It's hard to get a working DV camera. Upload it in real time, look what you've got, master it again. So it's not like drag drop, it's a couple of hours in the process. Funny enough, the last 2 nights, 2 of the main scenes from AIM, one in the strip joint and one at the petrol station when he appears in the tournament, them tapes and then behind the scenes have been appearing. So it's not like I've got a bit of a resurgence flashback with Ian. I've actually even put some photos on my phone, but I don't have my phone on, so when I see Ian and go, because I didn't have a beard then, I'll be, hey man, you alright? It's me, Stephen, live next door to Kelly. And, funny story though about this though, this camera here, which is a really old mini DV camera, which I would have filmed on the tournament, is the same camera they used to film the audition for Vampire Diaries for Kelly Who. True story. So he might remember us, he might not. Very crazy the tournament, crazy times. But yeah, I think he was there for 2 weeks, went away for 2 weeks, then came back for 4 days and then was gone. Like poof, gone. Now when I remember meeting Ian, I remember saying, because everyone was like, lost. Now if you watch the tournament, the bottle of drink he's got's called Boone, so there was a hint of lost there. There was loads of hidden things. But one of the things I told to Ian about was the fact that this film, Rules of Attraction, which I've just watched recently again, is absolutely amazing and he's absolutely classing it, and the film itself is mind-blowing. So if you've never seen it, watch it. It's a very dark movie, but it's so well made. It builds and builds, and it's got its quirkiness, and it's got its really good stories, and it's got its like, you know, it really touches on a few little things. And when Victor turns up at the end, wow, what an inspiring bit of movie. It's just, poof, you know, you want to talk about pre-vlogging, there we go, that film, that one's it. So, when it comes to the tournament, I've got 2 posters. And obviously the artwork changed dramatically from when it has. Now, there was a bit of artwork flying around of the 2 hands touching. I'll have a quick look for an outtake for that, but this is framed on the back of my door for 2 reasons. There's one of them in the hallway, which is I think an Italian poster I managed to get a hold of. That's a £20 note from the actual shoot. That's the American DVD I was able to find in California when I was there before it even came out in the UK. I went to the showing of it in Manchester, and then unfortunately it was just victim of piracy. And then at the very bottom is my little tournament Blu-ray, which is the only one in the world signed by Scott Mann, Mark McQueen and Keith Bell. the two main directors and the main producer of the movie. So it's been on my cards for a while to track down the cast. And Ian Somerhadler was at the top of going, this is never going to happen. Now, the thing is, are you willing to send that away and to get lost in the post? So again, when people do come to the UK, I am trying to make the effort to get it signed. But the other night I was looking at it and going, they haven't left much room, the lads, on that. There's messages on it. It's not like signed, it's written right across. So I was opted, do I get the poster signed? And that's what I'm thinking now. I'm thinking, looking at it and going, would it be cool to have Ian Somerhadler? So there's Sebastian on the side, truck, car flip. If you notice, Ian Somerhadler isn't on the cover. So if you want to look at the cover, there's the new bootleg version that's came out. There's the one I got from France. That is Spanish. Yeah, I've got that one in Spain, early in the start of the year. That is original demo version of that. So that C is what you get. And then that's the American counterpart. So Somerhalder is on the front there, as well as Scott Atkins and Sebastian Foucault. Two people's names that also should be added to that. Because I think one of the things about the tournament is it has a massive ensemble cast. Craig Conway is in it. Liam Cunningham's on it. But when the UK version came out, we got Robert Carlyle, Kelly Hu, Ian Somerhalder was added, and Vin Rhames. And what they did with Somerhalder is literally take, looks like a screenshot from Evilivium, you know that movie with Christian Bale, and stuck Somerhalder's head on the top. Which, can you blame him? Vampire Diaries, by the time this thing came out in the UK, even if it was a UK based movie, was huge. So yeah, cash in on him. But yeah, Sebastian Foucault, Ian Somerhalder and Scott Atkins should definitely be named to it. Especially if they are teasing about bringing that out. If they do revisit the tournament, there is a lot of special edition footage just appearing, stuff that I didn't even realise I'd filmed. But also, when I talk about Ian Somerhalder, there is a music video that only seen the light of day on YouTube. It's there, if you have a look, it might be on the YouTube page, because it's copyrighted. Technically, it's my music, it's my edit on it. Obviously, the producers and directors like it, it's fine, it's been sent up. That's the only reason I went on YouTube. You go, hey, check this out. You can have it if you want it for the DVD, if it ever gets reissued. And it's a mashup of the strip joint fight with Ian Somerhalder and Vin Rhames. And I made it about 14 years ago. And I sat there and just had loads of fun with it. So, still haven't decided, but this is the epic intro. I still need to get to Liverpool. I still need to see my parents. Hiya, you alright? Bye, I'm going to Liverpool. Come back. Hopefully buy some good things, hopefully see some people to do, but I'm not going like I did with The Love of Horror or HorrorCon, where the camera's going to be right there and stuff like that. I am going to try and vlog a lot of it, but again, it's pissing down with rain. I've got to drive, and you know, so I still need to decide which bit. I mean, there is space, but it's Kelly's space. I don't know. He's not on the pole. I don't know. Right, enjoy this vlog. Bye now. I'm home. Yesterday, wow. Okay, so there'll be a bit of a jump. There'll be some highlight clips at some point. Maybe it's now. 3 hours down the motorway. But we're here. Hotel rooms always look the same, don't they? Oh, it's cold. Tonight's movie, what will that be? I'm going joke. So I'm guessing I'll go get sorted tomorrow. Like, I finally got my e-ticket for Somerhalder and it's the wrong ticket. But they're shut on the weekend. But only ordered one pizza and he's gone. We need more American, New Zealand kind of motels. It was £87 stay here last night. We got here at 9 o'clock and it's 7 in the morning. Feels like 2 months ago, doesn't it? Blink and you're awake. Like, where's Mr. Sandman? Look who I found.
Found a rare breed, a rare type.
Even. Got questions about this thing?
Yeah.
Queues everywhere.
Queues.
Volume 3, which I'm not in.
It's not in this one.
And them two though.
It's in this one.
I will return apparently. So I'm going to chuck a load of bits in there, just seen some random bits. I need to put that up there when I tell you the story. The story before the unboxing. So you've seen a few highlights. You've seen Leif. Leif's there. Leif's awesome. Missed Matt Davies. Missed is the word. Missed the word missed in the sentence of I missed Matt Davies. He was also at Liverpool Comic Con. It was utter fucking carnage. Like holy shit. Now, before we get back to this tournament thing over here and cap off the video and doing the unboxings. Wow, it was crazy, right? So we got there the night before. I charged the camera. I vlogged a little bit. You've seen bits of vlog. We got there. It's fucking carnage, like carnage. Holy shit. So I may have mentioned in the first, when I did the promo, saying that I'd basically been waiting for my e-ticket for Ian Somerhadler, and I got an e-ticket on the Friday. Now bear in mind I booked this back in September and had to chase them about the e-ticket. I says I haven't even got a confirmation, and I got the confirmation I had no e-ticket. I spoke to a lady on the phone last week and she says they haven't been released yet. I spoke to a lady in the queue yesterday and she says, yeah, I've had mine since September. So that was bullshit from Monopoly Events on that one. But I've said this before and I said this again. Monopoly Events helped me make one of the best vlogs I'm ever going to make and one of the best experiences in my life. When I met the Lost Boys, I looked over here because that is when Monopoly Events are on fire. So I will tell you right now that Monopoly Events have got stuff down, but I think they need to rein stuff down again. Now the vlog I did for the Lost Boys, the meet and greets, the tables, the cameras, I understand now everyone's got a phone in the pocket. Not everyone carries a camera around in the pocket, but I think like people now are just expecting TikTok, and it's kind of like, I understand that. Where's the experience? And it's all about the experience, and they always say never meet your heroes, borrowed that from Brit. Now when I have met my heroes like Corey Feldman and Christian Slater, they've been awesome, right? They have been awesome, but you will eventually get... Carl tells me some horror stories about meeting people like... But again, every single person's human, and every single person has the right to be human. They're not slaves. Doesn't matter, it's not cattle and that. We're not going to get on that rant, but you never know. You never know. Right, so okay, so I had an e-ticket. It came through as I was driving down to Liverpool, and basically when I looked at it in the hotel, the e-ticket was wrong. It was for a photo, not an autograph. Okay. Brit had an e-ticket for Meet Charlie Hunnam, and basically the arena was massive. There's two big rooms, there was a bypass across the top, and sorry, jump cut, that was me dad on the phone. Okay, so anyway, where was I? Chaos. It was chaos. Now, I am not expecting this video to be a massive Liverpool Comic Con, all this. Again, I've already explained that with For the Love of Horror a couple of years ago, meeting the Lost Boys. Couldn't ask for a better vlog. So I'm not out to ever do one better. But I want to make an experience, and I believe someone was watching me yesterday and just made this work better than I can expect it. So obviously I took that down, packed it up. Oh my god. That's my mum. So my dad's rang us, and now my mum's rang us. Hello. Right, bye. Right, bye, bye. That never happens! My mum lives in England, my dad lives in New Zealand, and they both just rang us and they're both in concert at the same time. Crazy. Right. Boom. Okay, chill out.
Right, okay.
Chill down. Woosah. Right, so you wanted a crazy ass vlog about Liverpool Comic Con. You're not getting one. You've seen the clips. There was a boo-boo. Now, I'm not going to sit here and rant about the chaos. I actually seen someone get sacked on the spot for saying he was going to strangle a customer. I've seen chaos. Raffle tickets being given out to meet Charlie Hunnam. Bottom line is this: if you're going to pay and you prepaid for something, you should honour it. Craziness. I'm happy that Brit got to meet Charlie Hunnam. Gutted that I wasn't there when she did, because I had to go and sort my e-ticket out. Awesome guy who was Ian Somerhadler's handler for making sure I got to meet Ian, because it was chaos. Private rooms, all that carnage. People going up the escalator. I'm trying to get this done before someone else rings us. People going up the escalator and not be able to go anything. I couldn't open the door to get out. The door goes that way because there was that many people. Carnage. Right. Let's get to the point of this motherfucking video. That's right there. So years ago, I got to work on a tournament all the way in Bulgaria, right? We've talked about this.
3, 2, 1.
And the DVD has been all the way around the world, signed by Scott, the director, Mark McQueen, unit director, and Keith Bell, the producer. So the people who made that movie have signed it. Now, tracking down the cast is another thing. You know, Kelly lives all the way across Asia. Rachel Grant's never stops. Sebastian Foucon's jumping across buildings. Scott Atkins just keeps going around the world like that, doing flying kicks. You know, again, it's going to be like meeting down these people, and it's kind of like, do you remember Bulgaria? And I tell you what, yesterday, no phones, no cameras. You're going to see a clip right now. That's me. That's the mentalism and the cue of me to stand there going, fucking just relax, right? A few weeks ago, right, ever since I got this new camera in my pocket, I've done this a few times. It's brand new. It's still quite stiff on all the buttons around it, right? I did this when I was doing the India Arc and live at HMV. Cut to that footage right now.
Kevin.
Are you guys signing them?
Yeah.
Blackness and just audio, right? It's not the first time I've done this recently. And that camera, ever since I've got it, is just literally, it's a mega card, so it's absolutely full. It's got the music videos on, it's got everything I filmed since I've got it. So it's kind of like, it gets to the point it needs wiping down at some point. So there wasn't loads of memory on my card left. There was enough for the day and enough battery life. When I put that fucking camera in my pocket, I left it recording. We're not realising. I didn't realise till I eventually got out that fucking door, right? And I was trying to get past the mass of people. I was like, why is my fucking pocket warm? I was like, what's wrong? And I put my hand in and my camera was boiling. It had been running for 1 hour and 47 minutes in my pocket. Like, that's approximately 12 gig file. Well done, Stephen. Well done. So, I then realised, fuck. Now, I haven't seen this yet. The camera's there. Haven't even had a chance to upload it. People keep ringing us. Haven't got it started. Haven't got the poster up, right? I said, that's so fast. When I went to meet Ian, and bear in mind, it's been 15 years. And bear in mind, he's, again, borrowed my camera one day, went off, now megastar. Like that, he realised I knew him from the strip joint in Bulgaria. The fake strip joint, we didn't go strip joint. We had went out a few nights, but literally, that reminisce, that moment he wanted stuff airdropping. Again, this video might break with some random audio of blackness.
What up, brother? Dude, how are you, man? Don't you remember we went to the tournament in Bulgaria?
No fucking way, man. No fucking way. That is... Look at that image.
Mate, 2 weeks in that bloody strip joint.
That was wild, dude.
There's a few different
Dude,
ones
this
you
is
skip along.
freaking awesome.
Yeah, man.
Dude, oh, Brett's calling him.
Yeah.
Dude, so I gotta beg you, bro.
That's it.
Can I get, can you like write down your email address? I want to get those images, dude.
Yeah, that's yours as far as I'm
Do you have an
concerned.
iPhone? No, you do? Will you airdrop them to me?
Yeah.
Bro, this is sick. Hold on, dude. Sorry, guys. Dude, we spent
2 or 3 weeks.
2 weeks in an old Soviet era.
Where was this, in Bulgaria?
In Bulgaria, outside of Sofia.
Which ones are they?
In the middle of the summer, dude. It was like the hottest on record. It was like 47 degrees.
Goes all the way down.
I've not seen the film.
Yeah.
And it
What's
was-
it about? What's the film about?
It was me, it was Ving Rhames, Bobby Carlisle,
Sebastian Foucon's
this
there.
crazy fucker right here, Sebastian Foucan, yeah.
What did you do?
And my buddy Kelly
Just
who.
making over there, and I was on the assassins of killed by a
Dude.
carry bag.
It was actually a lot of fun, man. Wait, airdrop. Okay. It should just be. Oh shit! Stick. I think it's this. Yes! Dude, that's some 21st century shit right there. This was an amazing experience, dude. Brother, I appreciate you,
Yeah,
man.
definitely, man.
Dude, I'll see you later, man. Maybe we'll have a sip of whiskey or something, bro.
Got to head back up north after seeing you.
Appreciate you, brother.
Good to see you.
Good to see you,
All
man.
the best.
Thanks for these, man. What a treat.
Anytime, man. See you, man.
Look at A, man.
If it didn't, the audio isn't there, but if it did, you can hear him, and that was fucking awesome. I couldn't ask for that to be any more better, and the fact that he couldn't take cameras in, the fact that that interaction with everyone there, and like the realization, hand on heart, of honestly, like, why would I want to burn that much fucking footage on my camera for the event? I wanted to film the event. You never know. I've just had my car fixed. We could have broke down on the motorway there or back. The experience, like, I couldn't ask Ian for a better experience, and who better to be the first person to sign the tournament poster? The tournament poster I've had for 15 years. You can go back over loads of my videos, and that tournament poster has always been creeping around in the background. It wasn't framed until it came to this house, but you know what I mean. For a long time, the tournament poster in the old house was hidden behind everything. It was there, but again, it's only the last couple of years where I went boof. And it's been crazy for me sitting here ranting away, and the last couple of nights, footage from Bulgaria has been getting restored and restored, and Ian Somerhadler just walking past sets, bang in the corner, like there, that's him walking around sets, cameras put down or whatever, and that's just in between filming and stuff like that. Get rid of that. I don't even know how long that is. It might have disappeared. This is unplanned and unscripted, and it is just life when it comes to stuff like this. Now I need to reframe this, and I also need to unbox what else I got, because of the fiasco with Charlie Hunnam, and like literally must spend a couple of hours waiting for the queue. It was a bit of a letdown when we got there. He was really nice, but next please, you're like, Christ, Brett hasn't even put the book down. That experience to Ian was a total, like, that is awesome, and it's not Charlie's fault, but it could have been a bit better. Didn't have any time. I didn't have any time to rummage around the stores. It's good because I didn't want to spend much money anyway, because I'm running out of room for anything anyway. But now it's kind of like, right, okay, where do we go with this? Okay, so I've got a bag to unbox, and my mum's probably going to knock on the door, and then my dad's probably going to knock on the door at some point. But yeah, I need to put that back together, but that'll be the last thing. So there's a junk up there. There's the poster. Alright, so this is my bag of goodies. Now, there's a tournament bag. Told you I didn't buy much. There's a tournament bag. I bought 3 things. 4. The first up, Day of the Dead Volume 3 by What If Stories, all signed, inspired by Die Hard with Vengeance from cover. I'm not in this one, so I don't know how I'm going to get back into Volume 4. Alright, I want to be in it. I mean, it's not even in it. Could have been in it. So I'm going to devise a plan. Now, if you get to see this guy and this guy's art, I've appeared in quite a few of his books now. Amazing stories, fantastic artwork, and funny. And anyone who's a big fan of any kind of stuff from the 80s, like Tremors, Jaws, Gremlins, Die Hard, obviously, with this one, you need to check these out. And obviously, if you're a fan of Lonely Tree Entertainment, I pop up in them. So again, it was great to get stuff off Matt. If you had some posters, I would have bought a poster off your mat. Now we're getting that. I also bumped into Lee from Saw Thumbs. Saw Thumbs retro video tour appeared on this channel. Lee is a nice guy. He has sent me laserdiscs in the past. Every time I'm in New York, I check down, get some stuff from him, and he had some new laserdiscs from Japan. And here it is, a Japanese laserdisc of the Gremlins, which is always fucking awesome when you find a Corey Haim or a Corey Feldman item in there. I do have the Gremlins on laserdisc. But this is obviously a Japanese one with a slide down the side. More than happy to get that. And I picked up a picture of Mark Wahlberg from the Funky Bunch for my friend Karen as well. But I don't know how that's even ended. It's flat there. So with all that going down, obviously the poster needs to go back in. But I bought a second poster. Now, yesterday, or the day before, when I filmed my rant about Ian in the tournament, prior to that I filmed another rant about Vampire Mike and Dan in America. Now, my Last Resort poster is up there on the wall, and I believe this is a one sheet. So there's a one sheet. My mum's about to walk in the door, so I need to open this up. Here we go. Here's my mum. Can't believe it. Now, we only paid £15 for this, and it gets a lot of love or hate. Look, oh, it's upside down. Well done. It's the Thing. Obviously the prequel thing, oh god, it's the one sheet, so it's upside down, the wrong way around. It's meant to have that. Like, Thing original posters go for a fortune. There was a Bray Wyatt signed Fiend pop vinyl for 150 quid. There was a John Carpenter mini poster for 190 quid. The only problem with it, as I mentioned to Dan, is that needs to go up because I think it'll glow. But then I can't really justify taking down the 5. So I'll do an outtake of that. Do an outtake of that while I'm fixing this. But yeah, since my mum's just turned up, there will be have to be a jump cut because she's banging the door downstairs and everything. So yeah, it's a Liverpool video. But aye, it's random. See you soon. Look at that. It's still upside down the wrong way around, but that glows like a motherfucker in the UV. So I'll show this before I frame it, because it needs framing. So come to me. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. Doing good on it. I know. All nicely signed by Mr. Ian Somerhadler. Good to see you again, man. Thanks, Ian Somerhadler. Even though he's not in the artwork. Even though he's not in the artwork. Right, I need to frame it. I'm not getting very far, right? You know, laying it out how I want it. Apparently the dog's just been sick. I've just cleaned these stairs. Will you stop making racket? Honestly. I've literally just hoovered. Honestly, go away. Like, literally, just go away. Where's she at?
She's in the garden.
You as well. Yes, you. I will get this video filmed. Me mum, me stepmom, and me dad are now here. This video for this poster. It's peace. It's quiet. Like, my mum lives here, my dad lives in New Zealand, and they've both all been in the house. This is like the first time ever. Yeah, anyway, so the tournament. A long time ago in Bethlehem, we made a film called Tournament. There is the signed cover, now signed by Ian. Maybe he's looking back at it. Silver does suit, but maybe should have went for a different coloured pen, but again, I've got silver. And that there, boom! That is one of the notes from the final death scene of Mr. Vin Rames when he gets blown up. Joshua gets blown up. The thing about that as well, as I say, when I was just started restorating the tournament footage, there was a tape the other night, and there's just carnage. It's a day after the explosion, and there's just like rubber body parts lying all over the place. And there was a clip of a dog walking in. Now, Hyra, my dog, is a Romanian rescue. She's from Romania. And another tape as well, obviously the last couple of weeks, there was a day when we went over the border into Romania to turn around, and we were looking at this massive bridge, and one of the stunt guys wanted to do a stunt fall, and then we got pulled over like, where's your passports? And I was like, you're just crossing the bridge. But so I've technically been to Romania, so like the dog situation over there is there. And then there's just this dog on this footage just underneath the table just chewing rubber body parts. I was like, what the fuck?
That's rubber. It's not meat. That's part of Vin Rames eating.
So yeah, that was a random little story, again, a lifetime ago. And again, I did ask Ian not to sign over them because maybe to get Kelly the signature there, but it was cool to have him sign the original artwork when he was added later on. So yeah, thanks very much for watching this. Goodbye for now.
So that's the queue for the food. So that's just to show you how big the queues are for certain stuff. You know what I did? Left my camera in my pocket rolling for an hour and 20 minutes. It's red hot. And I just filmed darkness. Really.
An hour and 20 of darkness.
Hour and 20 of memory.
That as well.
And battery life.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, in the outtakes for the Liverpool video, I'm going to kill two birds with one stone. So there's the other poster downstairs in the hallway, which is the German. It's the German one. And a call sheet and another £20. Yeah. And that's what I was on about. That's original concept artwork. Well, I think this was originally on the script. But yeah, that's really, really old. But yeah, random outtake. Bye. I was still there. I've just reframed it, haven't I? Just got a message there saying, do I want Robert Carlyle to sign it? Bobby? Yeah. It means I've got to unframe it again. My God, what a day. I just done.
Done. Family today. Big problem. Trying to film it. Bye.